Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here, and today is our follow-up Friday. And I just thought I would share with you all the things that I had worked on in my See Me Go video where I was working with things in that plastic tray. I've had some fabulous response to that video, including people who said they worked along with me. They felt like they were doing their own creative thing while they were watching my video, so they didn't feel it was long. Everybody seemed to learn one or two little tips in the video. And while I didn't finish everything or finish anything, I got to the basic steps, but I didn't finish as far as the decorating. I think people got the all-around idea of what I was trying to do to clear off my desk. This, I will do more of them. I won't do them every week. I'll do them every couple of weeks. But it is helpful. However, it didn't quite finish the tray. And I've since filled it up with more stuff to do this again. But getting on with what we're supposed to be doing in that show and tell thing. I don't know if you remember the doily. I had a doily and I cut up all the flowers. And then I trimmed off all the bits and little strings that were left over and then ironed them all flat so they're ready to go. I can now use these as embellishments on my projects. I can ink stain them, do some slow stitching with them, whatever I want, make snippet rolls, clusters, that type of thing. And then the little, if you go back to the video, you'll see there was a little round circle that was attaching all of the doilies together. And I'll just open this up here. If I turn these upside down, hopefully you can see. These were the little round circles with a hole in it that were attaching all the doilies together into a little tablecloth or a table runner. And so all I did is I again cut the threads nice and clean, and then I used some ribbon roses. These ones I dyed with coffee stain and plunked them in the middle, so they're a little bit more of a decorative rose now. It looks like a sort of a crocheted background. You can just barely see it. I don't know if you can see it in the video or not. I'll come a little closer here. So I did some of them in this coffee stain, and then I had some ink that I just added a little bit of water and spritzed, and then I dipped them in and did these sort of reddish ones. Just putting a few of them on my fingers here for you to see. So these will be used in upcoming embellishments later on. So it was just my way of using up those little, they look like little Cheerios to me, or, little donut holes or donuts. So all I did was I hot glued the rosette right into the center. So it just gives the rosette a little bit more of a, a finished look, more decorative. But yeah, they'll get used up for something. If you remember the boxes or the long trays that I had cut up, I started to make some tags, and then I had also made a couple of tabs and some strips. The strips went into my strip box. The tabs I've used on these tags, and then I've kept all these. I cut them into nice little squares, and these will be further used for reinforcements on tags, by hole punching them, gluing them down and hole punching them. So I did keep all of those. I don't know if you remember, some of them had the number 4 on it, and they're cut up in there in here as well. Because it came with 4 jars, I think was the packaging. So here is some of the bottom of the packaging. I used it as a base for tags. I didn't use the tabs on top. And so this is just a, just a basic little tag. I'll leave it this in like this in my tag box to further embellish as I decide to use it. I used an invoice on top of here to make it a little bit more decorative. It kind of looks like something that would go in a cookbook or something. I'm not sure. This was some packaging. I had Actually, these labels, this label here came in the package, and I found another package of them, or another package, empty package. So I'll be making another one of these. And this is the one that I cut the strips of coffee dyed paper in different shapes. And all I've done on here is added some washi tape and a label. This label comes from Shabby Dabby Doodah. So it's a nice little notebook to throw in a journal. And I just used one of the labels that came with it as a label to be on the back of this. And again, dressed it up with a little bit of washi tape. I didn't mind this decoration from the packaging. I thought it looked cute, so I just left it on there. This was that leftover piece of paper that I turned into a envelope. It was a policy envelope, and it had been ink stamped, but I hadn't done a really great job on it. So just a couple of labels and some stamps. This label here comes out of the wine labels. I never really liked these labels, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me, well, why don't you cut these out and use them as a label? So that's what I've done here, is I've just added it on as a label. So that will go in my stash. 2 more of those packaging boxes, because I had 3 boxes. I only cut up one on camera, but the other 2 I cut up after. So I just dressed it up with some images, some labels. Here's where I used those square tabs to reinforce the hole on the tag. I hope you can see that. And then this is another one of those tabs. And on the back side here, I just put a piece of book page to be the reinforcer on the back side. So that's a cute way to use up little squares of, cardstock or packaging or any kind of little decorative paper that you've got. It's a great way to use those up. The second policy envelope, all I did here was added the little floral, not floral, this little image here, and played on the stamping that was already on here, nothing on the back. So it's just an envelope that is ready to put something in a journal. This was that little notebook that I made. I ended up, instead of sewing it, I just went and stitched it on my sewing machine, just a quick stitch back and forth. And I added a fussy cut flower on the front. So that's it. That's ready to go into something. Cute little notebook. So I'll just put that like that. I used the same flowers on this fan. This was in the box as well. And if you remember, there was a letter, I think it was the letter D on here, because this was an address book sheet. It's a fan shape. I had bought this at one of my thrifting days, and some of them had images on them and others were blank like this. So I just thought this is a perfect journaling spot to write in all those lines. And folded in half, it would slip nicely into a signature. It would be really cute in the middle of a signature. And then this can be further embellished or written on. I just figured I would leave it for now and decorate it later on. There's also the circle here in the center. I thought if I do put this in the center of the book, it might be nice to have a tassel hanging down from here that would be in the center of the book. So I decorated, added a little bit of music sheet, covered up the writing that was on here on both sides. So it's good to go. I will ink stain it if I decide I'm going to use it or wherever I'm going to use it. But for now, I'll just go in my stash. 2 more of those tags. That's the last of them. And I used a couple of guest checks because I thought that would be cute too. And so I thought, well, maybe these will go into another, cookbook style, or something where there's dining or something, maybe something retro. Not sure. But just 2 more tags. So this is all stuff that I cleared off that desk. And then I don't know if you remember this big piece of packaging. I again made the notebook. I had a piece of napkin that I used to make I ended up folding this over to make a flap and put in the different pages to make a notebook. On each of these pages, just to blend the colors in together, I added a sticker. And I have so many of these things. It's late night shopping on Amazon. It's late night shopping on AliExpress and all of those places. It's like, oh yeah, let's add that in the cart. So my collection of stickers is pretty big too, so I want to see it go down. So I'm using them just as decorative elements on the page. Backside, I just added more of the napkin and covered up any of the writing that was on the packaging, and then used one more sticker on the back. So this is a cute little notepad to go in a journal. Very easy and very fast. So that was all the stuff I made out of my tray. But to show you what my tray looks like again. So this is my tray because I refilled it. Because I have an area where I keep all this in a bigger spot. So I refilled it. So this will be next week's, or the next time I do this. It'll be the projects that I work from to make here. So here's part of that napkin that I used on this. So it will get used up in my next project. Here's part of that invoice that I used to make those 2 tags. And they are right here. So that will get used up in another project coming up. So I just refilled this with stuff that I will use in my next See Me Go and show you how I do all this stuff. There's some butterflies. I've got some black and white images here that'll get used up. So just bits and pieces, and yeah, that's what it looks like right now. Providing I don't add anything else onto it. It's teetering already. But now these will now go into my ephemera boxes. Oops, sorry, I bumped the camera a little bit. They'll go into my ephemera boxes, and I will use them when I put a journal together. So that's it for that. So then the next thing to show you is all of the digitals. Now I got to put these in the right order here because I don't think I have them in the right order. Nope. Okay. So I have, these are all in my Ko-fi site. By the time you watch this video, they'll all be there. If you are, if you follow me on Ko-fi, you will get notification whenever I upload new images. And if you're a member, of course, you'll get information on it as well. So this week, I did quite a few different sets. These are the ones that are going into the freebie section, and these are my Girls of the World. I have all kinds of vintage images that I'm using for this. So I made just an assortment here of sort of a journaling card size. You know, it could be used as a journal topper. So this is in the free section. So it's a set of 4. And then I have this set of 4 as well. So they're quite pretty little girls. They're my Girls of the World. Just a mixture of cute vintage outfits. Most of them are wearing sort of pinafores or tunics. So those will be this week in my free. And then these are for my members only. And so if you are a member, automatically you get to have all of these to download plus the free ones. So there's 15 here for my members. And these are my boho little girls. And this is a sheet of 36, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 36 that I've done for you. And then I did them as sort of a very loose ATC size. You might have to trim it or add more to it. It may not be perfect size, but it's 9 on a page. And they are so cute. So I was really pleased with how they turned out. And here's another page of them, also done 9 to a page. So they're great to use on tags. I was feeling, you know, that I was neglecting my boho side. So I did these so that I would have something to play with as well. So then I have a page of girls around the world. And this is in 36 again. So they're small. The small ones are great for doing clusters and you know, tiny projects. So they have a different set of these Girls of the World. Then I did them a little bit bigger. So this has 16 on the page. And they're very soft, plain colors so that they're very neutral. They can match into all kinds of things. And then I did some a little bit bigger, 6 to a page. And they're the same kind of images and all part of my Girls of the World. Very vintage looking. Love this set. They are so cute. And then I have another set of 6 here. Let's Sorry, the pages are sticking to me today. And then these are my little pinkies. So they come, this is 16, no, 4, 8, yeah, 16 on a page, my little pinkies. And then I did them 4 to a page. Aren't they just darling? So if you're into doing pink, you will enjoy these. And so here is another sheet of them. And these are like journal card size or topper size. And then here's the third set. This is done more in kind of a sepia, but it still has that sort of a faded pink, sort of a avocado pink color. So they turned out really sweet as well. So that's all part of the members. And then we have my little missies, is what I'm calling them. They are my little portrait girls. And this was done on regular coffee paper, and so they're not quite as brilliant as they are if you did them on something a little nicer. But when you actually play with them yourself, you'll see how nice they turn out. So here's more of my little missies. And more again. So that's all the member images. There are 15 for this week. Now, we're coming to the end of the month, and already starting at the beginning of the month, there are quite a few members that will be reaching their 1 year with me. Thank you so much for being a member with me for the whole year. Membership is $3 a month, and so that translates to $36 for the year. We're almost at, well, I think we're getting close to 400 images in the member images. I'm not sure. 300 plus, plus. And so now the members, as they reach their 1 year, will get an invitation to a private elite group just for members who have been there for a year. So you have to earn that spot. You have to be there for a whole year in order to get access to these images. And if you think this collection is big, wait till you get over there, because the rest of the ones that I did in this series are already there, as well as there's some French labels there, French advertisements are there already. So anything I've created in mass, now all of the stuff that's left over that I didn't add into these members or freebies will be over there. So I can't wait for the first few members to get over there and hear their response as to how much is there already. And this will be an ongoing, on top of what you get in the member site, the elite members get way, way more. So if you like these little girls, you'll have to wait till you've reached a year on membership to be able to get more of them, because there are lots. So then I've decided I'm going to start giving you sneak peeks of what goes on in the Crafting with Eyes Wide Open group and the Boho Artisans group. So by the time you watch this, these will be uploaded to the rightful sites that cater to images for those two groups. And these are for the challenges. So for the Crafting with Eyes Wide Open, you have 2 sheets of little girls. And this is part of the Missy collection and part of the Girls Around the World. And so you will have these 2 sheets waiting for you to create with for this week's challenge. And that's to use these. You don't have to. You can do something else if you like. I just want to see something. Show me something. There's only a couple of you that are starting to put things up there. But please, if you join the group, you need to send me a private message through Facebook, through the group, and I will send you, you need to give me your email address, and I don't want to do this publicly, so you have to send me a private message through the group, and I will send you a link so that you have access to these images. And, we just did French labels there too. They had a different set. We just did Halloween. They had a different set. So if you become a member, not only do you get not only do you get the members for can't talk today. Not only do you get the images for this week's challenge, but you can also get scoop up the images that are there from the last couple of challenges. And every week I will be putting at least 1, maybe 2. So far it's been 2 every week. into each of the group files so that you can keep up with the challenges each week. So if you want to be a member of Crafting with Eyes Wide Open, as well as Boho Artisans, you will have access to double, because they have a different set compared to the other. So this is what's going in Crafting with Eyes Wide Open. But again, you don't have access to these until you send me a message and I send you the link. Then after that, you'll get updates all the time whenever I post new images. But, you know, I want to see something back, you guys. So in the Boho Artisans, they are getting my little boho girls. So they're getting a sheet of 36 of these and 4 large journaling cards. And even though they look the same, they're not exactly the same. They're similar to what the members are getting. And so the members, if you want to join the 2 groups as well, you get another 4 sheets on top of everything else that you get. So do consider joining the group, sending me a private message, and then I will send you the link so that you can have access to all those images. And this is the week's challenge for this group, for Boho Artisans, is to do something with one of these images. And this is the link, or the images to use for Crafting with Eyes Wide Open. So that's my challenges. I was also going to have some new stock for my coffee site, but I kind of had to put that aside for now. I'm about 3 days behind in getting my stuff done. So tomorrow is Saturday, and you will see the Thrifty Canucks video tomorrow will be uploaded. I ran into some difficulties with it not working, and so I decided I'll just do this one, get this video up, and then worry about that one tomorrow. Otherwise, this would have been behind again. So I'm trying to play catch up and get this done, and then go back and do the Crafting with Eyes Wide, or Thrifty Canucks. There's so many different words. Too many words. So the Thrifty Canucks video will be up tomorrow, Saturday. Saturday or Sunday, there will be another video coming up that will show up on Sunday. I don't know what it is right now. I'm talking about a See Me Go video in my mind. I really want to work on my journals, the 3 pink journals that I've been working on. So it might be a little bit of that, showing you the journal covers, how I'm doing them, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll wait and see what happens, and it will show up on Sunday, whatever it is. Now tomorrow is Saturday, and apparently there is a huge auction and flea market just, you know, within walking distance of where I'm living at the school. So apparently, you know, be there or be square. I have to go. You know, that's according to the post office gal who told me, so you have to go. So I'm doing that in the morning, and then meeting up with my husband for lunch in Sussex. And then in the afternoon, there's a craft sale close by as well that I have to go to. So my day is full. I will try to squeeze in my See Me Go video, but if I don't do it on Saturday, then it'll be on Sunday. So that's it for today's video. Run with scissors and go download these images and start playing, and just know there's going to be more and more and more coming. And yes, if you're in either of the groups, do join the group and contact me. And if you are a free member, you know, there's members that are images there for free members. And if you want to become a member, then you just go through the steps on Coffee to become a member. And if you're a first time there in the free member or in the member section, it's amazing how much stuff is there for you to download. So please follow the links to Coffee in the description below, and start creating. That's it. That's all for today. It is cloudy today in New Brunswick, and we had rain this morning, but it's dried up. I was able to go and walk the dog, got that done. And now I'm going to go do some crafting myself. That's it. That's all. Bye for now.